What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and I'm here with some more Fallout 4 news for you. It is some exciting times if you're a Fallout fan. It seems that the closer we get to E3, the more Fallout 4 news is being leaked and revealed, and hopefully this is a big indicator that at the Microsoft conference at E3 of this year, we will get a Fallout 4 reveal. I'm still not too confident on it, but the more of these articles and the more of these leaks that I see, the more confident I am of that fact. So this particular piece of news was sent to me by a YouTube user called ESCranky. You can see his username on the screen right now. I want to thank him for sending me this article because if he hadn't, I would not have otherwise have noticed. So this particular piece of news is relating to a photo that's been circulating around the internet. It ended up on the Fallout Wikia. If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll put a link in the description below. And you can also look on the screen right now because I'll put that photo up on there because I want to break it down and give you some of my personal opinions. So at first glance, what this photo is clearly about is a computer screen of an employee at Bethesda. Whether the employee itself or somebody else that's got into the offices, they've taken a photo of a computer screen of an employee. And the reason why I say that, because it's titled Creation Kit Studio. Now obviously what this is, it's the program that Bethesda uses to create their video games. It's very similar to the Garden of Eden Creation Kit that Bethesda gives out to the community in order for them to create mods for Fallout. It's the exact same thing. And this is further confirmed by the fact that if you look at the bottom right of the screen there, it says copyright 2014 Bethesda Softworks. So judging from all of those things, this seems legitimate. And if you look at the top of the screen there, the only part of the photo that's blacked out, I believe it's the employee's name or the employee identification number of that particular worker. And the reason why it's blacked out is because they want to protect their identity and they don't want Bethesda to fire them if they catch wind of this particular leak. And the reason why I think it's an employee is because it says, you know, the blank part and then checking in on the 5th of the 10th, 2014. So I think that's what it's relating to. And then if you go a little bit more further right, you can see the date on which this photo was taken, the 10th of this month at 9:54 AM. So it's fairly recent. So it makes sense. If this photo was taken and it was, you know, just leaked, you know, today or yesterday, it makes sense for that photo to be taken on that date. So whoever has done this has gone in there with the sole intention of leaking this photo. There's no way that within a day of this photo being taken that it's leaked on the internet. So I think that adds to its legitimacy. Now if we start looking to the left of this screen, you can see particular references to PC, to Xbone, and to PS4. I think it's funny that they say Xbone, not Xbox One, but anyways, they have those references there. So what that suggests is that whatever game this is relating to, i.e. Fallout 4 or Fallout Boston or whatever, it's only going to be on current gen or PC, and by current gen I mean PS4 and Xbox One. That means that Xbox 360, PC, or even the Wii or Wii U or whatever, they're not going to be getting this game. And I've said that from day one. Fallout 4 is probably not going to be released on last gen consoles. They just can't handle it. They've reached their peak in terms of graphical ability and the size of the maps available. They just can't take it anymore. There's no way Bethesda is going to tone down a game in order to compensate for the large community on 360 and PS3. I'm sure that they'd love to do that, but knowing what Bethesda is like, they're going to want to go all out like they've done with Skyrim and Fallout 3 in the past. They're going to create a huge map. It's going to look really, really good, especially when you have those mods put onto there. And knowing the size of the maps that they like to do, in addition with the graphical improvements that they want, there's no way that the past gen consoles rather are going to be able to handle it. So it makes sense for it just to be on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Now if we go over to the right, actually we'll start there because it says Fallout B. Now I mentioned this before that I believe the B is referenced to Boston. I don't know how many times the reference to Boston has come up when I've been doing these videos. I think it's without just 99.9% sure that Fallout 4 is going to be set in Boston. There are some other hints that you can see at the bottom of the screen there, but just from that, it's probably going to be set in Boston. And who knows, it might not even be called Fallout 4. I mean, maybe it's just called Fallout Boston and then something else. I think Fallout Boston is a pretty stupid name, but there's probably a different title than just Fallout 4. Now, I'm not sure whether that's true. I think it would be a smart business decision for Bethesda to be just call it Fallout 4 so everybody knows that it's a true sequel to Fallout 3. That's my personal opinion, but maybe it's just a code name as well. Maybe they just say Fallout Boston just for namesake. That it's nothing, you know, set in stone or concrete. We know that developers like to use code names for the games that they're working on, just in case if something gets leaked out, it's protected. So maybe in that sense, it's not even called Boston at all. It could be something different, especially since the community has taken wind of the fact that this game is probably set in Boston, especially with the Survivor website, you know, deeply embedding that particular setting. So now if we go to the bottom left of the screen there, you see the Object Explorer. Now what this pretty much is that in these programs like the Garden of Eden Creation Kit, and obviously this one here, the Creation Kit Studio, there are these things called objects and editor IDs and things like that. In very, very basic terms and layman's terms, it's just the objects that make up the world of Fallout. It's as simple as that. So if we look at these particular objects, there are some noteworthy things. The first thing is a reference to Harvard. Now, obviously Harvard University is located in Boston, and it's saying they're Harvard ruins. So obviously it's looking at, after the bombs fell, Boston has just been decimated, and there is a new location where Harvard University used to be called Harvard Ruins. I think it's as simple as that. It just cements the fact this game is going to be set in Boston, and it's going to have some sort of involvement, with old Harvard University and the ruins of that. And then you've got some other references to museums, to hospitals, to Amanda Garvey. Amanda Garvey is probably a character of some sort, a truck crash. So there are some references there to particular objects in Fallout 4 or whatever it's going to be titled. There's not really too much other insight we can gain from these particular objects other than the fact that it's going to be involving Harvard and Boston. Now if you look on the left side there are some pretty important things to point out. So below actor data, you've got body part data, obviously just the legs, arms, torso of the particular NPCs and characters in Fallout. You've got challenge, maybe that's relating to challenges that you have to complete. Class, maybe you get to pick a class of character, like a mercenary or a sniper or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. And then you've got eyes, obviously, I don't need to say anything else. Faction, maybe you can assign yourself with a faction. I know that I've wanted to do that for so long. Fallout 3 kind of did that. I mean, if you guys remember the Outcast Brotherhood of Steel, you could side with them and then you would become hostile towards the regular Brotherhood of Steel. I think that if they were to take that aspect and just go all out with it, you being able to side with different classes. I know they did that in New Vegas, but I don't think it was really teased out as much as it could have been. Like, you would side with Kaisar's Legion and then the game would end. You would side with the NCR and then the game would end. Yeah, they would become hostile, but it wasn't real. Like, maybe from the start is what I'm saying. From the start of the game or very early on, you being able to side with a faction, and then that's going to impact hugely on where the direction of the game is going, instead of kind of, in the middle or towards the end, like Fallout New Vegas did. And you've got head part, you've got package, I don't know what that could be related to. You've got perks, so obviously you have particular perks like you did in Fallout. Quests, obviously the quest you have to complete. And race, maybe you can choose your own race. I know we've been wanting to do this for so long. Not just, classes the characters like mercenary or whatever, but an actual race, like a ghoul or something, like I'm not going to say Deathclaw because that would be stupid, but a ghoul. I mean, everybody has been wanting to play as a ghoul. There are so many mods out there allowing you to play as different races like a ghoul or whatever. That would be awesome. I mean, that would give another layer of depth to Fallout that I know so many people are going to appreciate. And who knows, maybe with different classes you have exclusive perks. Like, for example, if you're a ghoul, obviously you can, stay in radiation, but maybe there's a perk where if you go into radiation, your health increases, like a glowing ghoul. I mean, wouldn't that just be awesome? Like, there are so many things coming from this, so many ideas in my head, but I want to get your guys' opinion on this. I think I've broken down this photo as much as I could. If I've missed anything, let me know. It's an exciting time, guys. Like, I don't know what to say. After this photo, I'm starting to think maybe an E3 reveal is getting a little bit more certain. I mean, I'm still 50-50, I have to be honest. But if we get an E3 reveal, I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be streaming the event. It takes place next month. All of you should be doing the same thing. I bet you they're gonna do it towards the end of the presentation if it's true. But I want to say this one thing, guys. If this game is revealed at this E3, judging by past precedent, now I know in my past video I was unaware, I was completely oblivious to the fact that Fallout 3 was revealed in 2008 at Microsoft's E3 conference. I had no idea about that because I wasn't following Fallout at the time. But looking into it a little bit more, if it's revealed at this year's E3, it might be released at a similar time to what Fallout 3 was released in 2008. And what I mean by that is because the E3, I think it was in June or July in 2008, and the game was released in October in the US. Maybe that's going to be similar here. Maybe in October of this year, we're going to get Fallout 4 if the game was revealed at E3 of this year. It's crazy to think about. Like, I really hope so, guys. For all of our sakes, we've been waiting for so long. You know me. You've been following me since day one, most of you. I've been covering Fallout 4 news like a fox. I really hope this is true, guys, for all of our sakes. If this is true, I'm going to be covering Fallout 4 content like a boss. You can come here on my channel for all things related to Fallout 4. Put your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching this very, very long episode. This has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself and keep on fighting the good fight.